Hello everyone, my name is Aaron Waller. It is 3:31 p.m. Thursday, January 28th, 2021. Hope everyone's doing good today. I'm doing fine. Been pretty busy here with schoolwork and thought I'd provide an update here for XLM US dollar. I'm in the short-term groupie time frames. To the far left, I have the 3-hour, left of center 6-hour, right of center 12-hour, and to the far right, I have the 24-hour time frame. I want to point out here on the 24-hour time frame that the green line has made contact with the red RSI while going up, indicating upward pressure. But we cannot ignore the fact that the white energy is higher than the green line in the 24-hour, in the 12-hour, in the 6-hour, but in the 3-hour, we're showing signs of a potential reversal in the 6, 12, and 24 hours, potential. Let me reword that. So we see signs that the 6-hour could do what the 3-hour is doing here, with the green line being higher than the white energy. Here in the 6 and 12-hour, we need to see the red RSI get a close above 50, preferably 56, but 50 is sufficient. So I'm willing to bet that the 3-hour continue a little higher, probably touch the upper orange B band here before retracing or exhausting, to allow time for the white energy in the 6-hour and the 12-hour to drop, to dip down, to allow time for the green line to then potentially be higher than the white energy, like we see here in the 3-hour time frame. It's important to note how strong the energy came up here. The green line came up with the energy in the 12-hour time frame. Right now, it looks like our Bollinger Bands are still expanding. I'm sorry, still contracting. They're still contracting here on the 12-hour. In the 6-hour and 3-hour, they are expanding. And right here in the 3-hour, about right here, it increases our odds of having expansion. What increases our odds? The blue LSMA crossing above the 50 level and then getting a close above the 50 level increased our odds of having expansion in the Bollinger Bands. See, we were already seeing expansion about right here after the red RSI has closed above 56. That is another indication that we are experiencing upward pressure. So what I want to see in these higher time frames, the 6-hour, 12-hour, I want to see the white energy dip down and the green line to push up to the side and then push up higher. See if I can find an example. Kind of like this, but then it just dipped right here. But you want it to come to the side here, allows time for the white energy to drop, and then the green line goes up. There were other things at play here, and you'd have to look at other time frames to understand what it was. Let me go ahead and pull up the 24 hours. So this is the near-term group. 24-hour, 2-day, 3-day, and 4-day. I know the chart's all messed up, but we're not really looking at it. We're looking here at the indicators here on our Phoenix Ascending 2.201. Here in the 2-day, the green line is making contact with the red RSI while going up, indicating upward pressure. And our blue LSMA is about to cross above the 50 level. And we need our white energy to cross above the 50 level too. We've been consolidating here a little bit for the past 8, 9, 10, 11 candles, so 22 days. The past 22 days, it's been in a trading range, getting tighter and tighter. So yeah, the 4-hour here, the 4-day, the 4-day to the far right, it's still technically at risk to fall to the basis, the yellow basis here around let's say 20 cents. We'd have to look at a higher time frame here, get a better idea. Yeah. So right here, our green line came below the 50 level, came to basis. Whenever this happens, like 90% of the time, when the green line gets to close below the 50 level, price action falls to the yellow basis. And it happens, like I said, quite a lot, like 90% of the time. In this case, we got a strong bounce here. Strong bounce. Look at the 12-day. Yeah, what's got me worried here in the 12-day is how close this white energy is to dipping below 50. See, we never did right here. We had another explosive push up. Could we do that again here? Sure, that's possible. It's not necessarily healthy for a market. It's healthy to have corrections. So could we see price action trading sideways a little bit longer on the 12-day? Possibly another 2 or 3 12-day candles. That's possible. Our basis comes up, let's say about the 20 cent level, and then we touch the basis again or get close within proximity of the basis before then shooting back up. Allow time for our red RSI and our blue LSMA to come down a little bit before then going back up. Go ahead. Put the 4-day back. Let me go back to the short-term group of time frames: 3 hour, 6 hour, 12 hour, and the 24 hour. So I like to see this right here. But that does not mean that we should see significant upward pressure. There's a possibility of it, yes, but that does not mean we will. Upwards at best, sideways at worst. I've seen a lot of times when the green line makes contact with the red RSI in lower time frames, and it'll come up a little bit, hit the 50 level, and turn right back down. So you have to look at these higher time frames to get an idea of why that's happened, or why that might happen. So I do anticipate this 3 hour to reach exhaustion. Not yet. See, we're only at the 80 level with the white energy. So there's still room for upward growth in the 3 hour time frame till at least the white energy hits the 70 level. And definitely when it hits the 50 level and drops below, then we'll experience downward pressure. No doubt about that. Everything corrects. There's always up, down, up, down, up, down. Never assume that it's not going to go down. That was one of the biggest mistakes I made when I first started trading. Is I would think, oh, let's just hold on to it. It's going to keep going up. It's going to keep going up. And lo and behold, it goes down. So respect the forces of the market. It goes up and it goes down. The way to win is to figure out when that might happen. When's it going to go up? Well, right here is a good sign. Here's an example like I was talking about here, where the green line makes contact with the red RSI and comes up strong, but then goes right back down. And we'd have to see what was happening in the higher time frame. In this case, it'd be the 6 hour. And as you can see where my vertical timeline is here in the 6 hour time frame, that the white energy was higher than the green, and that our red RSI and our blue LSMA were below 50. It wasn't ready to go up yet. And that's why we made a higher low and then a lower low. I'm sorry, a lower high and then a lower low. And then right here, we made contact again. It was more likely that we were getting closer to ready to go up here. Yes, the white energy was still higher than the green. But like I've noted in previous videos, whenever you see a substantial gap, see if I can find a good example. Kind of something like this right here. When there's a substantial gap between the green line and the white energy, whether it be up or down, upward or downward pressure, the green line will find its way back to the white energy, no matter what. It doesn't stay away from the white energy indefinitely. It will find its way back. Like it took a little while here, but it found its way back to the white energy. And it does that going up too. So like right here, there is a not as substantial of a gap, but it found its way back. Right here, it was trying to find its way back, but you had to look at even higher time frames to realize that it wasn't ready there either. And right here, it was getting ready, because if you look at the 12-hour, now the 12-hour is making contact with the green line is making contact with the red RSI while going up, indicating upward pressure. And then if you look at the 24-hour, it is also doing the same thing. Green line making contact with the red RSI while going up. And that's why we started to experience all this upward pressure. Now, I do expect it to exhaust here in the 3-hour time frame after it hits about the 70 level. That'll set up to allow time for the 6-hour green line to be higher than the white energy. That's what we want to keep seeing over and over and over. When you quit seeing that in these lower time frames, there's a potential to translate to the upper time or the higher time frames, and you get a reversal. So if we were to look at the 90-minute, see, I'd be cautious right here on the 90-minute. There's a substantial gap here between the green line and the white energy, and the red RSI and the blue LSMA are at the 90 plus level. So when the blue LSMA is this high, it's not going to continue higher. It's not just going to go to infinity and beyond. It's going to want to turn back down. And that's what it's going to do here in the 90-minute. Now, could it turn back up? Could it turn down, hit the 80 level, turn back up? Yeah, that's possible. Happens quite a lot, actually. But one of David's rules are when the blue LSMA is above the 80 level, see right here is the 80 level. When it is above the 80 level, it is time to consider exit or selling your position on whatever you are using for your compass as a group of time frames. In my case, I use a midterm group of time frames, the 3-day, 6-day, 9-day, and 12-day, because I'm more of a long-term swing trader for XLM and XRP. For Link, I like to use the near term, the 1-day, 2-day, 3-day, 4-day as my compass, because I day trade that more often. I don't really day trade XLM or XRP. I like to look at long-term growth perspective. So yes, I know I'm here in the short-term group of time frames right now, but that's because you have to look at these lower time frames to get an idea of what might happen in these higher time frames. And right now I'm seeing upward pressure. And if we went to the scalping group of time frames, 12-minute, 23-minute, 45, and 90-minute, we would see the green line higher than the white energy on all of them. Yes. The red RSI has gotten a close above 56 on all of them. Yes. So that's why we're experiencing upward pressure translating into these higher time frames, such as the 3-hour, 6-hour, and potentially going into the 12-hour and 24-hour. Yeah, XLM is having itself a nice pump right now. Currently up 21% on the day. But it still doesn't look like that much, as it just came right to the basis. We'll probably close around the basis here around 28, 27.80, around here at the basis. And on the next 24-hour candle, we're likely to see this green line make contact with the blue LSMA, and it's going to start turning up, and then maybe even after this next 24-hour candle. But we'll see in the next hour and 14 minutes, let's say hour and 15 minutes, what's likely to happen. But I'm willing to bet that the white energy is going to shoot up pretty high here, probably like around the 56, 57 level, and the green line is going to follow right there in line with it. Could it come up hard with the white energy? Yeah, that's possible. And that's what I'm anticipating right now, especially seeing what we see in the scalping group of time frame. So this isn't buy now. Wait till this 3-hour exhausts, because it will eventually exhaust, and it'll allow time for the 6-hour and 12-hour to set up. Probably in the next hour and 14 minutes. Ooh, that's a tough one here, because we're getting new 3, 6, 12, and 24 hours candles. This could get stretched up higher right here. So this blue LSMA has room to grow. So like I said, I'm expecting exhaustion after we close below the 70 level. So that could happen on the next candle, or even next candle on the 3-hour. So the next 12 hours. But here on the 24-hour time frame, we're likely to continue higher, and the next candle opens even higher than this one. So we find close around the basis, and we'll open higher and potentially push up to the white upper and start seeing expansion here on the Bollinger Bands in the 12-hour. We're still seeing contraction. We want to see the white energy lower than the green, or in other words, we want to see the green line higher than the white energy. So I'm leaning more towards upward pressure for the next, let's say, up to 24 hours. I'll provide updates to this publication, to this video, following these candle closes. And if I find the need to have to make another video, I'll do so. And one thing I also want to point out is check out Dogecoin here. It's up 211% right now. Massive, massive moves in the past day. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and call this one quits. If you're not following, please feel free to do so. I would certainly appreciate your support. I want to wish everyone happy trading, and followers, you know the drill. Let's stay awesome.